a shocking turn, Hindu activist Deeptu Saha was shot dead when the Bangladesh army opened fire on protesters in Gopalganj on July 7. The rally was against Yunus back-end unrest. 4 civilians died and 9 were injured. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina condemned the attack. Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina condemned the attack, calling it a brutal conspiracy by fascist Yunus. She urged citizens to unite against state-backed terrorism and safeguard Bangladesh's democratic identity. The Karnataka government has blamed RCB and cricketer Virat Kohli for the June 4 stampede outside Bengaluru's M. Chinnaswamy Stadium that killed 11 people. In his High Court report, it said RCB had a victory parade without police permission despite denial. A public invite video by Kohli drew over 3 lakh fans. Police coordination, last-minute entry pass changes, and mismanagement leads to chaos. FIRs and inquiries have followed. The Enforcement Directorate raided 14 locations, 12 in Balrampur, Uttar Pradesh and 2 in Mumbai linked to the Changur Baba's religious conversion case. The raid started at 5 am. Around 2 crores was allegedly transferred from accused Naveen and Shahzad Sheikh, who is being questioned. ED registered the case on July 9. Changur Baba, arrested earlier, is accused of running a ₹100 crore conversion racket. Bihar CM Nitish Kumar has announced a free electricity up to 125 units for all the households from August 1, benefiting 1.67 crore families. He also declared 35% job reservation for women, 1 crore job for youth, and a new skill university. The government will fund solar plants for poor families, aiming to produce 10,000 megawatt solar power in 3 years. At the Asia Foreign Ministers meeting, External Affairs Minister S. Shankar said the biggest challenge is now to stabilize the global order. He stressed the need of respecting international law and sovereignty. S. Shankar highlights growing threats from terrorism, extremism, and unequal development. He also called for stronger cooperation among SCO nations. The meet took place amid rising geopolitical tensions and global uncertainty. In a major political setback, the KP Sharma Oli lead government in Nepal has lost its majority in the National Assembly after the Janta Samajwadi Party, Nepal, officially withdrew its support. The move was announced on Tuesday, reducing Oli's backing to a majority. This political shift raises uncertainty in Nepal's governance, as opposition parties now demand to change the leadership and fresh political alignment. An Indigo flight from Delhi to Goa, flight number 6C6271, made an emergency landing in Mumbai after its engine failed mid-air. The technical issue was detected shortly after takeoff. There were 191 passengers on board, all of whom are safe. Indigo arranged an alternative aircraft to continue the journey. The airline confirmed the safe landing and assured full passenger support. The Uttarakhand government has ordered all government schools to start daily recitation of Bhagavad Gita shloks from July 14. One shloka will be explained each day with its meaning and scientific relevance. A shloka of the week will be displayed for discussion. The move aligned with NEP 2020 to blend Indian tradition with education. The order stresses a secular, psychological and moral approach to Gita teachings. Bageshwar Dham Chief Dhirendra Krishna Shastri has recently honored in the UK Parliament for his spiritual contribution. During the event, he recited a Hanuman Chalisa, creating a historic moment. A Pakistani origin British man, Muhammad Arif, inspired by Bhagavad Gita, asked if changing one's name is needed to become a Hindu. Shastri replied, "Hinduism is a way of humanity, not just a name." He welcomed all who serve humanity to Bageshwar Dham's mission. US President Donald Trump has said the US is very close to finalizing a trade deal with India. He made the remarks while meeting with Bahrain's Crown Prince and also in a TV interview. Trump stressed that his tariff policies are helping gain access to Indian markets. India's Commerce Ministry delegation is in the US for talks. Trump also announced a new trade deal with Indonesia on Tuesday. Israeli fighter jets bombed key Syrian region military sites in Damascus, including the General Staff compound, on Wednesday. The Israeli Defense Forces confirmed the attack, releasing a video of precision strike. The targeted compound reportedly directs Syria's military actions in the Al Suwaida region. This area is crucial in the ongoing conflict involving the Druze minority. The attacks marks a major escalation in the regional tensions. Airtel has partnered with Perplexity AI to give its 360 million customers a free 12-month subscriptions to Perplexity Pro worth ₹7,000. This is Perplexity's first major deal with an Indian telecom company. Airtel users on DTH, mobile or Wi-Fi can activate the offer through the reward section in the Airtel Thanks app. The aim is to expand AI search access and productivity tools across India.